Welcome to KSSP Podcast Live. I'm Katie. Usually I've got Spencer with me, but he's not here today. So we are going to be looking at some trolley problems. Just shrink that. Alright. And this is neal.fun/absurd-trolley-problems. And this is just something I found online. I was going to do the one on Streamlabs, but my Streamlabs account doesn't even work for some reason. So I can't do that, but I did find this, so we'll see what happens with this. So this is, of course, starting off with the basic trolley problem that most people know. If you don't, oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person instead. What do? So, of course, I'm going to say pull the lever. Unfortunately, one person is better than unaliving 5 people. So, let's pull the lever here. Splat. Alright. 73% of people agree with me and 27%. Or 73% agree with me and 27% disagree. So, alright. So, it's heading towards 5 people, and I can get 4 instead. I'm going to pull the lever once again. Let's see. Interesting. So, only 65% of people agree with me this time. Oh, this is hard. Okay. Why would my life savings be on a trolley track? That would be pretty stupid of me. Unless someone put it there, I guess. But okay. I mean, I'm gonna have to pull the lever because, well, if I had kids, it might be a different story, to be honest. Because I'd probably be saving for like their college and for things for them. But I don't have kids, so I'm gonna just pull the lever again. Let's see how many people agreed. 63% of people agreed with me this time. Okay. Cool. Oh, it's me! The lever's right next to me, though. To be honest, I would do nothing. If I'm being real, I'd probably be too scared to be crushed by a train. I mean, I know it's terrible, but I mean, I'm just trying to keep it honest. Yeah, so 60% of people agree with me, so it's still the majority. So I'm not too terrible of a person, I guess. Oh, man. Frick the Mona Lisa, like, it's just the Mona Lisa. I'm not gonna kill 5 people over a painting. That's kind of weird. So Trolley is heading towards a rich man, and he offers $500,000 to pull the lever, which would divert the trolley and kill someone else. What would you do? Oh my god, I would do nothing, because, like, I mean, that's just a terrible person, and I'd rather have the better person stay alive, so we're gonna do nothing. That's pretty terrible. 52% of people agree with me. Okay. Okay, so 5 lobsters, you can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over the cat instead. Well, no, lobsters are creepy, sorry. Sorry, lobsters, but y'all are too weird looking. Y'all creep me out. And plus, we eat lobster, like, culturally. Like, we don't eat cats, so I feel like that makes the cat's life a little more valuable. And we keep cats as pets, too, obviously. And I just love cats. Like, even if it was a dog and a cat, I would still let the cat stay alive, to be honest. I mean, I love dogs, don't get me wrong. Like, I do love dogs. Like, dogs and cats are both great. trolley is heading towards 5 people who are sleeping and won't feel pain. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who is wide awake instead. Oh, this is hard. My heart's telling me to do nothing. Because at least I won't feel pain. And, like, the thing is, we don't know anything about these people either. Like, do nothing. 45% of people agree with me. So I'm in the minority now. Oh, I'm gonna go with the people who tied themselves to the track, because I'm pretty sure that means they have a death wish. So the lever just speeds up the trolley, making it less painful. Yeah, so I pull the lever. Make it as little pain as possible. 70% agree with me. Oh no, not my Amazon package. It's gonna be late. Yeah, we're gonna pull the lever, obviously. 18% disagree though. Like, that's like 1 in 6 people disagree. Like, line up 6 people and one of them's gonna say, you know what? I need my Amazon package on time. Screw this person. Like, what? Like, are these numbers real? I mean, it also could just be people trolling too. So, there's that. Alright, a trolley is heading towards your best friend. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 5 strangers instead. I gotta save my friend. I'm sorry. I gotta save Spencer here. Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I, like, killed my best friend. That would be terrible. Oh. Well, we're gonna pull the lever. Yeah. No, I think, yeah, I forgot my glasses, but, like, I can still see well enough to tell it's one person. Oh, God. One of my first, I'm gonna do nothing here. Oh my God, this is really hard. So there's 5 elderly people on one track, and then there's just a baby on the other track. How old are these elderly people? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they, like, literally, like, on death's door? Or are they, like, 65 years old? You know? It's a tough question. Oh my God. Pull that over, Kronk. Emperor's New Groove reference. Only 25% of people agree with me. Wow. Interesting. Doing nothing. Sorry, clones. I'm the OG. A mystery box with a 50% chance of containing 2 people. And one with a 10% chance of 10 people. I'm gonna do nothing. Oh wait, I meant to click the other one. Oh well. 5 sentient robots. Pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 human instead. Okay, I'm gonna do nothing because robots can always be rebuilt, right? But humans can't be rebuilt. Yeah, 84% of people agree with me. So it's gonna destroy all this money? Well, it seems like less damage would happen if it only hit one trolley. A 100 kilograms of CO2 per year, which will kill 5 people over 30 years. Or I can decommission the trolley. Well, okay, the reason I'm going to say do nothing is because there's still a person inside of the trolley. And there's other ways of decommissioning the train. And if you run into a brick wall, it's a train company. Chances are they're going to have the money to build another train. So it's not going to matter. So I'm going to say do nothing because of the conductor and the people that are operating the train that have to be in there at the very least. Only 42% of people agree with me. Interesting. So I'm a reincarnated being who will eventually be reincarnated as every person in the classic trolley problem. Sorry, I'm doing nothing. It's the pain factor that's getting to me. That just sounds so painful to be run over by a train. You kind of want to prank the trolley driver. Pulling the lever. Sorry, bud. Someone who litters, come on now, bad citizen. They could still be, maybe they shouldn't litter, obviously, but they could still be a good person. But I guess if we're ignoring the littering aspect, if it's just a good person versus a bad person, obviously you're gonna pull the lever. I'm gonna do nothing because there's always. Why don't they just stop the train? Do nothing. 46% of people only. Wow, interesting. Oh, my worst enemy? Ooh, that's tough. I mean, only because this is... Okay. I'm doing nothing, to be honest. But it's real, like, this is literally someone, this is a person that's, like, literally ruined my life, So, I get, in my mind, that's fair. Oh, okay, so the one person will lower their lifespan by 50 years. That seems like a lot. Or I could pull the lever and lower the lifespan of 5 people by 10 years. I'm gonna pull the lever because 50 years seems super drastic. I don't think most people want to lower their lifespan by that much. It also depends how old they are too, so I'm pulling the lever. Converted to the other track, sending the trolley into the future to kill 5 people 100 years from now. Or I can kill 500 people now. Pull the lever because I'm a procrastinator at heart. What can I say? Trolley problem is playing out for you. Do you actually have a choice in this situation, or has everything been predetermined since the universe began? You know what, though? This is difficult because I literally say both. Like, while, yes, like, our decisions are pretty much predetermined by our positioning in the universe plus our DNA. So our environment and our DNA, basically. But that doesn't mean you don't have a choice. You're still making the choice. But the choice is just predetermined. But you're still making the choice yourself. That doesn't mean it's not a choice. I mean, at least that's just my worldview, though. Obviously, everyone's going to have their own worldview on this. Everyone's going to have their own point of view on this. I guess I'll click I have a choice. Because that's what I think. Splat. Interesting. 63% of people agree with me. Oh. Okay, guess that's it. Alright. My kill count is 69. Oh, sorry about that. Anyways. So, next up, guess that was it. I mean, I can always do more trolley problems later too, but so this is Nexpo, the channel. If you haven't heard of it, they got some cool videos. And this is Fear of the Deep. I haven't seen this, but I chose this video because I saw it in the recommended, right? And I'm terrified of the ocean. Like, I'd rather go to space than the ocean if I had to choose one. Like, the ocean is so creepy just because there's so many creatures in there and it's just so vastly deep, miles and miles of deepness, and you're just floating or sinking. Like, oh, it's just so creepy. I hate it. Yeah, I am gonna find this disturbing. Let's do it.
This is Julius. Please leave your message at the tone. Thanks for calling.
Where are you? I've been trying to reach you for 5 days. 5 fucking days and nothing. Where are my kids, Frank? Where are my fucking kids?
It's a summer day, and you're out for an ocean swim. You take a breath. You head under. It's beautiful at first. You're in a whole new world.
Okay. Cool. Little
You keep going
action.
and going and going.
Oh my god, no. Stop it.
As you come up for air, you notice the people behind you are quiet.
People?
As nature's ambience has overtaken them.
Are we in like a group deep dive or something?
You just need one more look, though.
No, I don't.
Alas, you take one more plunge.
Oh my god, stop. Just don't show me a
But
fucking...
it seems that you may have had a slight miscalculation.
No. Don't you dare show
As
a
your
freaking
eyes draw into
shark or a
focus,
whale or
you
something.
realize
This is
that
gonna creep me
there's
out.
nothing to focus on.
Okay. Oh
No
my god.
floor, no fish, no walls. All there is a void of darkness, a cold, endless abyss gazing back at you.
Okay.
There is nothing there but yourself, the water, and the vast unknown.
Okay. This is no. This is creepy. Nope. Oh my god. Stop. No feet. No feet allowed. What the hell, bro? You're gonna get hypothermia. Ugh.
You know, it's funny. I've been trying to figure out for years how to put into words the existential dread I get from something as conceptually simple as the ocean. The immeasurable expanse that remains one of the world's greatest mysteries. It is painfully unsettling that our current knowledge of it is minuscule, rivaling that of the moon, and even the planet Mars. Upon looking at the raw data, knowing that over 80% of this abyss remains unmapped and
Oh,
unexplored
really?
to this day, drives home the gut-wrenching realization that we know next to nothing about what's actually.
Of course.
We know more about the surface of a planet we have never set foot on than we do about the ocean engulfing the vast majority of the planet on which we live. And to me, that implication is horrifying.
Yes, it really
It's
is.
called the Deep Blue for a reason, because it is incomprehensibly so. At just over 36,000 feet, straight down, you can fit the entirety of Mount Everest with over 7,000 feet to spare. You could theoretically
Wait,
launch a
hold on.
jumbo.
How big is Mount Everest? Oh, okay. I thought it was like 7,000 feet. But it's like 30,000 feet. Yeah, okay. No, it's creepy. Too big. Go home. Time to go home.
Jet off the bottom of the ocean's deepest
What's it called? Thalassophobia. Yep, I have that.
point and hardly make it to surface.
It's funny though, because when I was a kid, I wanted to be a marine biologist. I thought the ocean was so cool. And then I started having nightmares about sea creatures and being surrounded by sea creatures, and it just creeps me out. And then there's just the vastness of it. Oh, I don't like sticking my head underwater in the ocean. Unless it's like really shallow water, like where I need my feet to touch the ground as well. If my feet are not touching the ground in a natural body of water, I'm done. Like, that's it. Game over. GG, folks. Like, that's it.
Surface level at its cruising altitude. And if you stack the Empire State Building end to end, you would need over 24 of them, one on top of the other, to reach surface level from its darkest abyss.
Oh my god. Stop with this.
Thalassophobia is a concept that encompasses the fear of the ocean. Yet what it actually entails might mean something entirely different to you than it does to me. Some may fear the ocean's gargantuan, seemingly endless size,
Yeah.
or fear nature's unforgiving wrath,
Yeah.
or fear becoming stuck within it,
Don't even start, bro.
or fear things that don't belong inside of it, or fear what we found,
Yeah.
or
That's a
rather,
giant squid, right?
fear what we haven't.
True.
Much of what we think of when we imagine the ocean are visuals that we can logically comprehend.
Oh,
Reference
no.
points like coral reefs, the seafloor, and even sea creatures that share this
Ooh,
world with us
stingray.
help us paint a mental picture that is coherent. In reality, though, once you tread off the beaten path and veer over the continental shelf separating our world from theirs, what's actually out there is a seemingly infinite void
Yeah.
and a macrocosm that we may never fully explore. All across the internet, we can find troves of video demonstrating the ocean's colossal scale. It's hard to put exactly into words, but viewing footage of divers like Jonathan Byrd treading the fringe of safety and complete danger by venturing out and into what appears to be completely nothing will never not cause me to tense up.
God.
There is an entire world below them. A world shrouded in darkness. A world ripe for discovery. A world with caves, valleys,
No.
entire underwater oceans.
Don't do this to me. Great. Technical difficulties, that's fucking lovely.
And man-made relics,
Sorry, I just have technical difficulties for a second. Sorry about that.
all just waiting there until the end of time.
Okay. Oh no. Okay, we're good.
thalassophobia has unknowingly held me with an iron grip. Jolly Roger Bay and its feeling of constant tension as we explore a man-made creation ravaged by nature.
I just gotta say, I hate water levels in video games. Like, except for the Super Mario Sunshine, I do like that. I do like those. But most games, like, I'm just not a fan of underwater levels. I don't like the physics of them. I also don't like fish in the ocean. But I think Mario does it. I think the Mario, like, 3D games do it well. But
Pinnacle Rock and its cavernous gorge, infested with creatures unknown. And Tomb Raider, with its multitude of claustrophobic underwater caverns, disorienting us at every turn. It's funny because paradoxically, I have always felt that the soundtracks to these levels are beautiful, which oddly always counteracted the dread I got from having to endure environments like this. Perhaps it was the fact that, in these games, we are almost always racing the clock, lest we drown to death when our time is up. With the fact that enemies always move faster than we do. Or maybe it's the lack of visibility, the darkness that shrouds us just feet away, depriving us of any ability to prepare for an impending threat. Or could it be the creatures, the monsters who call this unforgiving habitat home?
no, stop it. At least they're not dinosaurs anymore. Well, there could be. I mean, there's 80% of the ocean left, but yeah, I hope there's not the Megasaurus or what's that? The Megalodon.
In early 2022,
What's that big shark called? I remember they made a movie about it called Meg or The Meg or something like that. Yeah, I hope there's no prehistoric freaking shark, like giant dinosaur, underwater dinosaur type things going on, because no. But I mean, there's so much of the ocean we don't know about, so who freaking knows? There could be anything out there.
a video game released encompassing every fear that I have ever had regarding the ocean. It's called Iron Lung, and you may have heard of it through my fellow
no.
creators like Markiplier, Pyrocynical, and Jacob Geller. The game puts us into the shoes of a convict, trapped in a world far removed from ours.
Oh wow.
At the
I need to play this. Is it free or do I gotta pay? Is it on Steam or hold on? I'm gonna look it up really quick. Of course it's on Steam. How much is it though? Maybe I'll make a new Steam account. If it's like under $10, maybe I'll get it and play it in a little bit. It's a short horror game. Oh. $6.99. Maybe next time I'll play that. That could be fun. Cause yeah, then I could explore more of my fear of the ocean and I could get freaked out and it'll be fun. I love creepy stuff. Especially, but like actually creepy stuff, not like super gimmicky horror movies. You know, like that they just make me laugh when they're so gimmicky, but anyways, the ocean. Let's go.
The game's beginning, we're told that, out of nowhere, every single habitable planet was demolished in a cataclysmic event known only as the Quiet Rapture. With this, the future of humankind was left dangling by a thread, as only those aboard spacecrafts were safe from it. For years, the remaining survivors have done what they could to jumpstart humanity, navigating the vast frontier that is the universe in search of any sliver of hope that a habitable planet remains out there. Guided by nothing but dying starlight, mankind is confined to the vast expanse of nothingness, left to salvage the scant resources left on a multitude of barren moons. But on just a handful of them, we find a strange anomaly.
Oh no, what is it?
Oceans
Spoilers.
of blood that might be the key to to unlock in the resources we so desperately need to survive. You and I are tasked with boarding a makeshift submarine that was not designed for extreme depth, navigating an ocean that is completely alien from anything we have ever seen or known, left to search for and photograph natural resources that may not even be down there.
Oh, it's
to
on a
add
different
insult to
planet?
injury, the submarine will be welded shut and the window reinforced with thick metal. A rolling method of navigation, a map, a rudimentary control system, a single camera, and our own intuition, guided by whatever sounds we may hear down there. For all we know, we may not survive. But inside the iron lung, at least we won't know what killed us.
Unless you're looking in the camera. Then I would think you
Beginning your descent. Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand by. I'm seeing some voltage irregularities in the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that.
Oh god, something gonna light on fire.
Approaching maximum depth. The hull's feeling it, but it's still holding strong.
Hold up.
Closing portal for hull shield.
So I just thought of an interesting question there. Okay. What do you do if, like, let's say, like, the light bulb or something, like, something catches on fire while you're in a submarine like this? Like, is the better, less painful death to stay in the submarine and burn alive? Or is the best way to survive, like, the best, you know, like, you have a chance of surviving, but a very, very, very slim chance of surviving at that. Like, if you go out into the ocean. And you'll probably just asphyxiate. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know which is worse, honestly. I couldn't tell you. I'm not a biologist or anything, or a scientist like that, but, yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting question to think about, though. If you're into those kinds of questions.
We're starting to lose rate of signal. You'll be at depth soon, so repeating and be careful. You're on your own. Good.
Oh, wow. Okay, no more communication now.
From the very beginning, we know this will not be simple.
Yeah, what does all this
The
stuff
iron lung
mean?
flexes and creaks, seemingly reaching its limit under the crippling weight of the ocean. The radio cuts out, severing our only line of communication, and letters penned by previous convicts warn us of an impending fate. For the entire game, we're left to follow a map, adjusting our rotation as we blindly navigate this foreign underwater sea in hopes of taking pictures at a designated point. Interestingly, the iron lung is equipped with a proximity sensor to warn us when we come too close to an obstacle. And at first, it seems like a no-brainer. The ship is already cruising on its last leg, so any physical contact could spell the end of us altogether.
What? That's not good.
As we make our way to each checkpoint, we're able to utilize a shoddy camera system to view the outside world. And with intervals of just one single frame, we're left with nothing but grainy, black and white visuals that are more often than not completely inexplicable. A corpse of a foreign giant.
Dang.
Unknown structures with monsters just out of
Oh,
view.
God.
Legs from what appear to be giant spiders.
Spiders? Those are crabs,
And objects that bear no discernible shape.
It's just going to be about this game now? I want to talk about the actual ocean a little more.
The horror of Iron Lung comes interwoven with the very fabric of how it's played. We are confined to an iron cell, left with none other than the dread stemming from our own biases as our minds fill the blanks these grainy images leave for us. And on top of this, as we traverse this underwater hell,
uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good.
that proximity sensor sure goes wild, even when we're certain there's no obstacle anywhere around us.
Or so you think.
Whatever is out there is lurking, analyzing us for just the right moment. We cannot see them, we cannot prepare, and we have no idea what it is around us. In a way, it's sort of poetic because it resembles the real world. Blood oceans upon vast alien moons aren't too far off from the concept of our own. And I think that's what makes Iron Lung so horrifying. Anytime we enter the ocean, we enter a habitat not made for us. We can't breathe. We can't hear. We can't see.
Yeah. Sounds... I mean, you
But they can.
hear. But sound travels differently in the ocean than in the air.
Tonight, I won't spoil the ending. So if you haven't yet experienced this game, please do, because it'll be well worth your time.
Okay.
The story is engaging and thought-provoking. The atmosphere is unmatched for those afraid of the deep. And the ending has a catch that will stick with you for a while. In my opinion, Iron Lung is one of the greatest modern examples of thalassophobia portrayed through video games. And as an avid fan of Subnautica,
Oh.
that's sure saying something.
Subnautica. That looks more like what I needed to freak myself out.
Hidden inside the second chapter of Slug Girl, part of the horror world of Junji Ito collection,
Okay.
exists the story. The Thing That Drifted. It involves the tale of a mysterious object that washes up on the coast of the Pacific Ocean. It's a creature completely alien. It's gargantuan, slimy, it's disgusting. On its face are massive cysts and tumors, with small appendages emerging from them.
Oh.
And worst of all, it smells. Because it's rotting.
Ooh.
Nevertheless, it draws a crowd in the hundreds, all eager to examine and preserve this colossal spectacle. Among the crowd, we encounter a young boy with an acute fear of the ocean. All his life, he's had nightmares of floating in the deep sea, surrounded by hordes of massive ocean giants. While out there, he meets a woman named Mie. She explains that 7 years prior, she had lost her fiancé in a ferry accident. No trace of him was ever found.
Oh my
However,
God. Okay.
ever since, he's been afflicted with ocean nightmares highly similar to the boys. As she's telling her story though,
This is... Okay. Yeah, it sounds like me, honestly.
the onlookers noting. The creature's skin has transparent spots, and on the inside are humans,
What?
entirely intact.
Are they alive?
They cut the creature open.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They saved everybody.
The people are still alive, and it's realized that one of them is Bie's fiancé. One missing years ago. Shortly after, the bile-covered people begin to panic, crawling in all sorts of directions like inhuman monsters. As it turns out, they were trapped inside of this thing for years, living off it like parasites as they traversed the pitch-black, deep ocean. And the dreams they had of the ocean giants larger than a school bus were, in actuality, what those inside of it were seeing all those years. Because of their confinement, every person recovered that day was officially declared insane. And the story ends pondering on what else might be out there.
Interesting.
The thing that drifted ashore is special because its horror is twofold.
Okay.
On one hand, we have an ocean monster that lives off shipwrecked human beings.
Oh, it's the same
Yet
story.
on the other, we have the visual of what they saw while confined down there. Grotesque, giant fish with massive eyes and appendages. Beasts capable of devouring entire human beings.
Wow.
And creatures beyond our level of comprehension. The ocean is uniquely fascinating because it's the one medium on Earth in which fact can meet fantasy. Ocean monsters can be thought into existence with hardly a way to disprove them within our lifetime. And the potential of what could be overpowers our collective psyche as that curiosity may never be satiated. It seems that until the end of time, legendary ocean monsters like the Kraken, the Hydra, and the Leviathan will always fascinate us given which they live. Tales of seas, of tragedy, the hands of fantastical bands and fears of the ocean come. The thing that drifted ashore nails this mistake in the realm of legend, yet it plays on concept.
Oh my god.
Entirely grounded in reality. Deep sea giants are not fiction, and the condition of abyssal phantasm is, in actuality, the farthest thing from fantasy. Around 3,000 feet deep, the ocean becomes cold, dark, and full of creatures and ball. In lieu of the octopi, dolphins, and systems embedded within coral reefs, we instead find species bioluminescent.
Oh, creepy. Hold on. It looks kind of cool though.
Luminescence.
Oh, look, it's 'cause I'm downloading a game right now.
Teeth, and riddled with a curious affliction. Colossal size.
Ooh. Cute.
When we look at these photos, it's difficult to establish a sense of scale. The colossal squid alone looks relatively unassuming until you're given a visual comparison respective to a human.
I mean,
The
that's smaller
oarfish
than I thought.
appears like a minuscule eel until you realize they can grow
Oh,
up to
whoa.
36 feet. Deep sea gigantism has created a plethora of monsters. Spider crabs bearing 12-foot legs.
Oh my god.
Deep sea isopods growing multiple feet in length.
Ew.
Sea spiders up to nearly 2 feet long. Anglerfish the size of humans.
Oh, what?
The big fin squid with tentacles extending upwards of 26 feet long. And even creatures like the siphonophore, a floating amalgamation hundreds of feet in length.
Oh my god.
For over 90% of the ocean, sunlight is not able to penetrate, fostering an environment in which life like this needs to adapt to survive. A region known as the abyssal plain makes up 70% of the entire seafloor as we know it. However, because of the lack of sunlight, plants and vegetation simply cannot thrive down there. This, in a way, presents a natural conundrum, as the bottom of the food chain typically relies on flora for satiation.
Okay, so what do
And
they
so,
do?
this is where a phenomenon known as marine snow comes into play. Made up of decomposed organisms from above, on top of fecal matter, sand, and the remains of fish, most of the known deep ocean fauna rely on it as their main source of food. With this in mind, it would only make sense for creatures to evolve by drinking, as they are compressed by the ocean's sheer weight, but are also left void of solid meals.
Hold on.
As we've seen,
computer.
though, reality is
Okay. Got it, pause. So, okay, that's interesting. So, like, all the creatures at the bottom of the floor basically have to be carnivores, because there is no plant life down there. That's what I would assume, at least, that they're all carnivores, right? I think that's what this is suggesting here.
quite the opposite. Kleber's law states that the larger an organism's mass is, the more efficient its metabolic rate becomes. This notion results in colossal, highly efficient sea life lurking within the ocean's darkest depths, waiting and grazing for their next meal.
Oh, whoa.
I would be remiss, however, if I did not state that these are mere postulations, as the phenomenon of abyssal gigantism is still being studied. Because of the historical impossibility of exploring the deep ocean, much of how sea life survives down there is entirely unknown. Alongside this, it's believed that over 91% of the ocean species have not even been discovered, compounding with the already extraordinary statistic that the vast majority of the deep blue remains completely unseen to human eyes. Up to this point, everything I've shown you in this video has fallen within the mere 9% of creatures we have seen. Now imagine what we haven't.
I'm not going down there. Okay.
It goes without saying that the ocean is treacherous, yet that hasn't slowed those eager to explore it. The allure of underwater caves, blue holes, and ocean cliffsides make for an experience both riveting and spiritually fulfilling.
Okay.
However, it's unfortunately fairly common for deep-sea dives to go awry.
Oh no. Please don't. Egypt. Oh, okay.
On the 28th of April 2000, 22-year-old Yuri Lipsky geared up for a dive within the Blue Hole in Egypt. Known as one of the most dangerous diving locations in the world, traversing this environment is no small feat.
Ew.
One of its standout features is its underwater arch, a massive 170-foot tunnel resting 164 feet below the surface and extending 85 feet in length. It's been reported that the Blue Hole is deceptive, appearing to be much shorter than it is when you manage to get down there. Alongside this, it bears areas with strong down currents, making for a physically grueling experience.
Oh no.
When inside, depth and oxygen monitoring are a must. Yet Lipsky, fully aware of the risks involved with such an intensive dive, maintained optimism in his physical ability.
Oh my god. Okay.
At 5:03 p.m., Lipsky embarks into the depths. Contrary to standard procedure, he attempts this dive not in a group, but alone.
Yeah.
For the first 2 minutes, we can observe Yuri swimming parallel to surface until he's over the deepest point of the blue hole.
Oh shit.
He
Sorry.
then begins a slow, controlled descent before he begins releasing air from his BCD, or buoyancy compensation device, in hopes of sinking faster.
Uh-oh. What's going on, guys?
At this point, his regulator begins to work harder to supply Yuri with the increased amount of oxygen he's taking in, evident by the numerous wheezes we hear throughout this footage. By now, he is descending rapidly, likely more so than he realizes, and soon after, the alarm from his dive monitor sounds, signaling that his depth is reaching a critical level.
Oh shit. What is this showing us, though? What is this?
Yuri is now over 270 feet below surface,
Oh my
signaling
God.
a multitude of inconvenient truths. The oxygen in his tank is quickly becoming toxic. His buoyancy is dwindling.
Hold on. Whoa. That went way too fast. Oxygen toxicity occurs in most people when the partial pressure of oxygen reaches 1.4 atmospheres or greater, equivalent to slightly over 170 feet.
Quickly becoming toxic. His buoyancy is dwindling.
Okay. Neoprene. An average air-filled neoprene suit will lose approximately half of its buoyancy at the depth of 33 feet, 2/3 at 66 feet. At 100 feet, it will effectively become crushed and lose almost all of its buoyancy. Well, that's just more weight to add on to your sinking, so that's not good. That's, oh my god. This is why I hate
And
the
an effect
ocean.
known as nitrogen narcosis.
Nitrogen narcosis, known as rapture of the deep, results from the intoxicating effects of increased tissue nitrogen concentration at depths of around 120 feet. Oh wow.
Is plaguing him.
So it basically it alters your brain. That's lovely.
Instilling a sensation of complete drunkenness.
Okay, so that is concerning.
At 5:09 p.m., Yuri approaches the bottom of the blue hole at over 300 feet deep.
Oh my god.
Immediately, he fully inflates his BCD in hopes of returning to the surface. However, it's entirely ineffective as the downforce of the ocean negates any semblance of buoyancy.
Yeah. Oh my
This realization
god.
appears to cause him to panic because his tank is now empty. He's disoriented. Yuri Lipsky is trapped.
Oh my god. Yeah, no. No, I hate the ocean. Sorry. Still hate it. I hate this. Oh no. Well, okay, that's the end of that, I guess.
Yuri Lipsky met his demise in one of the most dangerous diving locations in the world. He embarked to set a personal record to achieve a depth that he had never before seen, yet in that pursuit lost his life to the grueling conditions of the deep blue. Since the incident, Yuri's body was recovered. However,
good.
the same can be said for a multitude of others that have met the same fate.
Yeah, true.
Online, you can find footage of divers discovering the remains of their counterparts with their gear still intact, and it's haunting.
Oh my god,
knowing
why
that
would you
those
do
specific
that?
divers
Why would you show that? Oh my god. Skip. I don't care if it's blurred. Not risking anything here.
Humanity and the ocean have a bizarre relationship with death. Superstorms leveling entire cities.
Oh wow, it's sad.
Gargantuan waves rocking man's largest ships like a bath-time toy.
Oh
And
no.
rogue waves that emerge from nowhere, destroying even the largest and safest of oil rigs.
Yeah.
To this day, remnants of
Well,
over 3
you know.
million shipwrecks.
I mean, I don't know much about how those things are regulated. Here, I don't know how these things are regulated, these oil rigs, but I assume they're not regulated very much. At least if they're, I mean, if it's anything having to do with America's government, yeah, probably not very regulated, I would assume.
Even the largest and safest of oil rigs. To this day, remnants of over 3 million shipwrecks exist on the seafloor, with thousands upon thousands of massive man-made objects accompanying them. Much like the remains of divers, these relics imply and signify defeat and death, lost by the hand of an environment we had set out to tame, and an everlasting token of failure. There's an interesting subset of thalassophobia called submechanophobia that delves into the very specific fear of encountering these relics in the wild. It's this primordial repulsion caused by the crippling uncanniness of an object that does not belong.
See, I would be more scared to run into that, just because I'd be scared like a giant like shark or a giant fish or whatever is gonna swim out of it, like, and I'm not gonna see it coming. That's more what I would be scared of, personally. Like, seeing just remains of a ship, though, isn't as scary to me as that. So, that's just me personally, though, with my thalassophobia.
Compounded with the lack of any ability to determine its true size. Photo and video of the Titanic.
Oh, wow.
Of forgotten animatronics.
Oh, God, what is that?
Of ancient relics.
Okay.
A massive anchor.
Oh my God.
Of sunken airplanes.
Oh, it's sad.
The interior of shipwrecks are effectively fueling a newer, more recently discovered phobia made possible by the rise of cameras able to document them. But it isn't always abandoned structures, though, as video, like this one,
It's gonna show another body, I swear to God. Oh, wow. No. Hell no. Get that away from me. Is that a whale or something? Oh no, that's just a ship. Okay. Not as scary.
also exemplifying this phobia in its purest form. For me personally, submechanophobia persists because of the total inability to fully see an object as it truly is. Like we touched on earlier, our minds are hardwired to fill in blanks with what could be.
True.
And more often than not, we achieve this with the most horrifying possible outcome. On land, Fog is always seen as a mood setter for the strange and mysterious.
Yeah.
And inside the darkest confines of the deep blue, perhaps I can see this idea at work. Here, too.
Okay.
It's hard to find the words to conceptualize the fear of the deep in just a single YouTube video, as there are so many ways we can and have taken it.
Okay.
Whether it's the fear of sea life, or its infinite size, or how dark it is, or how much we truly don't know about it, or its capability of devastation, or its grip on human life. One thing has and will always hold true. The ocean is fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
It's an unforgiving frontier harboring some of the most harrowing life and environmental enigmas on the planet. It is, and always will be, one of life's great mysteries. An entire world we share, yet know so little about. The vast majority of the planet, yet completely uninhabitable by mankind. Throughout history, it's been said that the moment you enter the ocean, you enter the food chain. Yet, contrary to how it is on land, in their world, in their vast abyss of darkness, humankind is nowhere near the top.
Was that it? Oh wow, okay. So yeah. I hate the ocean. I mean, I know we need it, and I'm not trying to get rid of it, but I don't want to go there. I'll just leave the ocean by itself, and I'll let other people deal with that. Thanks. Okay. So, alright. Give me just 1 second here. I'm going to check on something really quick here. Another tab. Alright, let's see here. Anything good? Okay, here. We might watch this too. Okay. But not right this second. Alright. Moving on. Now that we've been horrified by the ocean, and we've the Trolley Problem game, the free version, of course, because once again, my Steam account's not working. I gotta get that to work so I can start playing some games on here too. But yeah, for now. So we just watched Fear of the Deep by Nexpo, good YouTube channel, like I said. Alright, we're gonna get into some politics here. We've just got a couple of videos we're gonna watch. And then once we do that, So we've got, oh my god, of course. Give me just a second here, sorry. Okay. Alright. I just gotta get this in theater mode. Whoa, I don't like this visual at all. Creepy. Okay. So we've talked about how creepy the ocean is. Now let's talk about how terrifying some of the world is. In a more real sense. Matt Walsh reacts to the woke parents of TikTok. So I'm assuming he's going to be watching some TikTok videos of some maybe they're cringy, maybe they're just normal people. It's like a 50-50 shot, honestly. But even if they're cringy, like, doesn't mean they're bad necessarily. So let's see. Come on, computer, don't do this to me. What the fuck? You better not have just erased all my fucking memory. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?